Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World. Well, Goober and I have an announcement. As we're trying to figure out what to move, what to keep, what to take to Virginia, what to keep here in Maryland as we transition. I have a 1/72nd plastic Charge of the Light Brigade, somewhat half built. We are going to pack this all up and donate it to Paul Lawson out in Pittsburgh for his Soldiers and Sailors Wargame Club with Kyle and that whole crew that we met a month and a half ago with the Chuckleheads. So I'll be boxing it up and mailing it, and they can do the Charge of the Light Brigade. Hey, let's take a look at what we have painted and what we have for them to get mailed out to them. So let's take an exciting dive. I'll stop the camera here and get reset up. All right, well, we have some Russian infantry. They're all 1/72nd. I think these are like Cossack militia or something, and I put these together several years ago. Now, I remember Jim Shaw painted the Crimean artillery, the Russian gunners, and he did a fantastic job. And I'm sure Jim Shaw in Gettysburg is happy that I'm sending these to Kyle and the Wargaming group out there. So, we have some of the Light Brigade built. I think it's 4 regiments already. Big naval guns in 1/72nd, along with Russian sailor gunners. So let's see about getting in a little. We have more. We have the pickle helmets for some Russians, and I think all these Lancers, because I'm really big about spray painting everything with a sealant, but I believe Bill Clark, who's been dead since like 2006, painted these for me. And yes, that's how long the Charge of the Light Brigade idea has been going on in my world. All right, let's pause here and look at the boxes. Now, if you're a purist, some of this may not be perfect for the Crimean War, but I think Paul will be happy. We have the French camp, Army camp, which I think can be used for, and, you know, let's see here. We have a tent. Oh, yeah. So he could use these figures here to build the Russian camp, or the Heavy Brigade camp, or the Light Brigade camp. So we have that. Napoleonic infantry and French engineers. Well, I'm sure Paul can find a use for these. Very nice figures. So hopefully Paul Lawson and the rest of the crew there can turn these into now Napoleonic cavalry. These guys will work fine to add more to the brigade. And then we have some Scots Greys and some British cavalry, which all will work in 1/72nd to help with the school kids there. They had a lot of school kids. So Paul, I've been gifted a lot of neat stuff, including an M13, M18, sorry, everyone yell at me. And yes, I have the 50 caliber not in the ring. We got to fix that, everybody. And so Ron Perlman gave me some stuff. So I'm giving some stuff to a great wargaming group in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with Paul. At the end of this video, I'll have some still shots of their wargaming group. So, another thing is my wife is working on getting healthier. I'd like to say thank you to everyone that sends me notes. And I'm not going to go into detail, but just keep her in her thoughts. Watch my videos. If there's a time I'm not putting out quite so many videos in a while here, that's because family comes before wargaming and YouTube videos. But I will try to keep one or two up every week to keep that money coming for the Weiss Fork Battlefield. Save the Weiss Fork Battlefield Fund. And that's about it for now. And Goober says thank you. And we have no April Fool's joke for you. Other than it keeps raining and I cannot spray paint all the 54 millimeters for Fort William Henry to get them ready for battle. But we will be doing a video later this week, probably of all the naval ships, my Spanish-American warships. I don't even think I've ever done a YouTube video of them. All the ironclads and all the sailing ships. I never did a video of my sailing ships, I don't think. That's all going to Port Haywood, and we're going to fight naval battles down there. I don't have to worry about terrain. So, life is short. Mr. Paul Suppley, the historian at the Old Stone Fort, he did pass away today. I can't say enough about how well and nice he's treated me in the past year. Really was fantastic at the Old Stone Fort. He's been just over the top, open to war games, board war games, teaching history. And also, I got to say, he was really into Goober the Traveling Bear for homeschoolers with my history channel, Bill's History World with Goober the Bear. And Mr. Paul, rest in peace. You were a fantastic historian. And you've just, I'm going to miss his friendship greatly. All right, that's it. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous, and thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Well, here I am with Paul Larson when he came and visited Goober and I when we were working at Fort Frederick as volunteers. And it was really neat to have him be energetic. And here Goober visits Paul at the Soldiers and Sailors Museum in Pittsburgh, a wonderful site. And here's a wargaming group as they play there once a month. And they have young men and older men and school kids. And as you can see, they have about 3 or 4 games running. And it just, they treated us so nicely when we went and visited there. And the charge of the Light Brigade is going to get boxed up and sent to them. And last and not least, I'd like to say, Mr. Paul Suppley, may you rest in peace. You're a great historian in upstate New York for many historic sites. Thank you for all you did.